We'll wait. I'm supposed to have the temporary setup.
Got the lights going.
Now we got the lights going. Now it looks good.
Like we never took 2 weeks off. We're back here.
It does feel like I did not take 2 weeks off. I have never agreed more with that sentence. And I've missed so much. There's really been so much that has happened.
Can't believe the Packers aren't even a football team anymore.
No,
that's crazy.
That didn't. You thought that echo was bad. Listen to this one. Oh, baby. We here.
We steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. And this is GP. Yes. Listen, the lighting is still temporary. I went to go set it up last night, but the light stands did not come in. Those are coming in today, so the lighting will improve. I need to put more things in this room to reduce the echo. The hats were the big thing yesterday, kind of getting that set up. And I got to say, it's pretty close to the old set. It's pretty missing a giant door, but
it looks really, the door's the only thing that like stands out as it looking different.
But I really want to make this like an entrance door now, like for the streams, and just like have like music and lights and stuff. I won't do any of this, but I'd like to do it and just like walk out and it'd be like a big moment, but we'll never do that.
I think of so many things. I'm like, that would be so cool. I should do that. And then I'm like, never going to happen.
Okay. Yeah, hold on.
I should do that for the show. No, you won't. It's too hard. There you go.
There we go. That a little better?
I guess.
Jared, how is that? Is that okay? Listen, I get it.
Jared Shaw.
Yeah. Lucian, I appreciate you. Yeah. How you doing, buddy? I saw that you did the Perna show on Wednesday. You know, because James
just was like, I needed a fix, Tom.
I get it.
I was like, there's so much. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just go live by myself. And then I got a little nervous. I was like, oh, shoot. Am I going to be able to do it? And I did. I was okay. I made it. I didn't stream the preseason game. So I was, something just felt like off.
You didn't want to stream your preseason game?
What?
You didn't want to stream your preseason game?
No. I never want to stream preseason. Jesus Christ.
Coward.
But I was going to.
You watch your team get their ass kicked by the Jets and Justin Fields, and you like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to, and then to be honest, I drank a little too much the night before. We didn't sleep much. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stream the second game. And now the Broncos aren't gonna play any starters. So I'm like, I don't think I'm going to stream the second game. And then I can't stream the third preseason game because we're doing Carm's birthday party that day. So it's just like, I'll see. Saturday will be a game time decision. Tomorrow, God, shoot.
Maybe you stream the first half? Maybe, yeah. That's a nice compromise, right? It's something. Yeah. But that's how I felt too, because I was like, I don't think they're going to play any starters the second week, which they're not, because Jordan Love had to get a minor procedure in his thumb. All our wide receivers are either dropping the ball and or injured. And so they're like, okay, we're not going to do that anymore. So it's going to be Malik Willis and crew. But I was like, let's get the first one done. I'm so glad I streamed that one to watch our ass get kicked by the Jets. And people are like, you must be so mad. I'm like, the day that I get mad about a preseason game, it's too much. It's too much. No, if this is happening like week 1 or week 3, different story. Then you're going to see a very different Tom Grossi. Preseason, let's just get out healthy, which apparently we can't do either. But
I have found the fact that we have a head coach and a quarterback returning who we're excited about as Broncos fans, it has made this preseason seem just so much less interesting. Like, usually there's this big question we've got lurking, and we want to see a little bit like, oh, last year was like, okay, we just want to see that Bo Nix looks like a real quarterback. The year before it was like Sean Payton's first year there. Like, there's always been something, and this is the first year for a while, that the Broncos feel like a normal team, and it's really just about position battles and deep football nerd stuff. And I did something that I don't know if I have ever done, and I fell asleep during the Broncos preseason game. I was on my computer taking notes. It was getting close to halftime, and I was like, a commercial break. I was like, I'm gonna just close those eyes for a minute. And then I think Jess and Carm were in they were doing bath time, and they came out and they didn't believe that I was actually sleeping. They're like, she's like, Dad, Carmen's like, Dad, you were just pretending, right? And I was like, yeah. I didn't. Off my lawn.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
I was fighting a hangover, guys. Come on, give me some credit. It wasn't my age.
Well, once the sun starts going down a little bit earlier, I start snoozing a little bit earlier too.
Yeah.
That's
anyway.
I went to my first Brewers game and they won 14-0.
Wow.
That was
the Packers won't even do that this year.
It was a football score. It was super fun. And I have to say, man, like, I know I've only been here for 2 weeks, but the thing that I love about Wisconsin right now in particular are those prices, man. Oh, man, these prices compared to New York. I got 3 rows behind home plate for $180. I was like, and that was the day before. Okay, I can do that. Sweet. I can make that work. It was pretty awesome. They had a veggie dog that wasn't so good, but
that sounds disgusting.
It was not good. But I got beer that was cheap, and I also got French fries, which were also cheap. So it was pretty good.
Brain food.
Yeah,
beers and French fries.
Well, that's what I was saying to Perna beforehand. So Maya is currently on her way driving here because I've been alone for 2 weeks. She drove up with me and then flew out at 4:00 in the morning. So it's been me, the dogs, and the cats, trying to get this house together. Yeah. And right now in the fridge, there is beer and cat food. So I have to go and make it, more.
Are you sure she's coming back?
Is she actually coming? I mean, as far as I know, she's driving, but she could be driving anywhere else. So
yeah, you don't know for sure.
She might not be coming back. I don't blame her. It's fine.
Also, I want to make something very clear for you, Tom. Okay?
You tell me.
When I talk shit about the Packers this year, it will be my shit talking will be directed towards Johnny, not you. Not you.
So what was your excuse last year? What was your excuse the year before that?
Was just, it's just poking the bear. That's fun. This year, me and Johnny Barks, we're at odds. We are at odds, Tom. So just don't take it personal. It will be because of Johnny.
I'm going to take it personal. But I feel like you going after our mutual editor that can only end poorly.
For me, probably.
Yeah, for you. I think that's the only. Yeah. Why? Jerry Jones? Oh man, here's what I didn't miss. Trey Hendrickson still hasn't signed. Micah Parsons still hasn't gotten a new contract. Terry McLaurin still hasn't a new contract. And the Epstein files. All those things still have not happened while we were on this break. I thought maybe one of them, but swing and a miss. Every time Jerry Jones speaks,
Tom, they're a hoax. All 4 of those things.
Oh, okay. So the players don't even exist anymore.
Yeah,
I saw Ricky on
liberals who don't want Micah Parsons to get signed, and that is why.
You can call me whatever you want. If Micah Parsons makes his way over to the Packers, you can call me every name under the sun. I do not.
That'd be an insane trade.
He's not going anywhere. I truly. They would have to be so off the rails. And just admit, okay, they're not a serious team this year. He missed some time last year, and if you're using that, I mean, everything that I've heard, and again, I've been on the internet very, very spotty, and I feel like every time Jerry Jones has spoken about it, I feel worse for Cowboys fans because it's fun, right? Cowboys fans every single year, this is our year, what have you. But then you hear their owner speak, and you're like, oh. Okay, this might not be so good. And I still will stand by. I think the Cowboys as an organization, how they are to fans, not the football product, they're insanely awesome because the accessibility that you have to the team and you get to go through the locker rooms and all this stuff. It's super duper cool. But the actual football operations leave some to be desired.
It's older than me, Tom. They need to. Jerry needs to. He's not getting enough salt on his McGriddles because I just feel like he's not firing on all cylinders.
He's like, back in my day, I flipped a coin and I put it down a well. And if it landed on heads, I bought the Cowboys. Or landed on tails, I bought the Houston Oilers. And that's kind of how it's been going. So
I let Emmitt Smith not play for a week, and then I signed him and gave him more money than I had to. I'm going to do that again because it actually worked out just fine.
Yeah. Don't worry. The Echo will get better. Again, I'm in the midst of still setting things up. So we're doing the best we can with what we have to.
I'm going to be mad when the Echo's gone now.
Is it that bad?
No, it's not.
Okay. All right.
It's not bad.
You're just like, it's the worst I've ever heard, ever.
Yeah, you walk away, my guy, is that Echo? Holy shit.
Oh my God, it's the worst
Holy
thing ever.
crap.
It was the worst thing. Yeah, listen, GPS is back and we are navigating. Couple things. First, I do want to talk about our respective teams because you got any notes coming out of your camp? Because I got a whole lot of notes coming out of the Packers camp. I got a whole lot of notes coming out of the Packers camp.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I don't have a lot of notes.
It still will be done.
I don't have a lot. My big thing was, so the Broncos did joint practices this week with the Cardinals. Week before is the 49ers, and they've been going hard at practice. And so now Sean Payton doesn't want to play any of the starters on Saturday. And so now it's a thing in Denver where it's like, oh, this is their only home preseason game, and now they're not going to play any of the starters. They're robbing the fans. Like, come on, let us at least see Bo Nix throw a couple passes. And I do want to see a little more out of Bo Nix and the Broncos starting offense. Like that, I didn't think that clicked very well last week against the 49ers. Mm-hmm. But really, like the most interesting, I think, position battle is kind of the running back depth chart for the Broncos. You got JK and RJ, and I think they're going to be 1 and 2. And then there's questions with, you got Jaleel McLaughlin, who actually looked like, to me, one of the most explosive backs last week. There's Tyler Bidet. Remember Tyler Bidet?
Oh, I remember.
Had the neck injury last year after kind of flashing, and we got really excited about Tyler Bidet and then taken away from us. And then Audric Estime. So it's that like running back sort of depth chart and what they ultimately do there that I think everybody wants to see. And then Troy Franklin's been having a really good training camp for the Broncos. Like every day, it's like Troy Franklin's putting on a show. So now it's like you want to see that connection with Troy and Bo Nix, in some games. And I don't think we're actually going to get to see it. And Devon Vele has been dealing with some injuries. So he's the guy we thought might be like the number 2 receiver. And he just hasn't been able to practice enough and be out there. So like, those are the things, but those are all like, those are like luxurious problems right now, right? It's like, oh, who's going to be running back 3? Oh, instead of, is this fucking quarterback going to rip my heart out of my chest this year? Mm-hmm. I'm just happy I'm not asking that question.
I feel like, because your first matchup is against the Titans, which I feel like if you're Cam Ward, that's a tough welcome to the NFL. While there are questions with your offense, I feel like there are significantly less questions with your defense because they were already pretty damn good last year. And now you're thinking that they're going to take another step. So even if it takes the offense a little while to get going, the defense is going to be able to, step up. Yes, I saw that. Isaiah Bonds charges Gideon and Judkins too. He's not getting charged with formal battery. So both going to the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, we'll get to the Browns today for sure because they got a lot going on. I forgot about Isaiah Bond. Like there's been so many legal proceedings, so many things this year. Yesterday during Clickbait, somebody said that, and I thought they said the Chargers released Isaiah Bond and he's going to the Browns. I was like, I didn't even know Isaiah Bond played for the Chargers. I was like, I don't even remember who Isaiah Bond is actually. And then I was like, oh, this was another legal thing that had to play out, and he didn't get drafted because of his legal situation. And the fact that he's going to the Browns is just an interesting nugget to throw into their whole messed up situation. But before you get to the Packers, Tom, I am a man of my word. Okay? I make promises, and I
Where's my bronze bust?
deliver.
Nope.
They had a lot of words throughout practice, so I gave my words and just went a little bit too far.
Don't say penis in this house! Penis! No! Penis! Big fucking erect penis, no! Mom! Penis! Penis!
Just went a little bit too far.
Oh, we knew it would happen one day, but year 2, and they already got a typo on the Chiron.
Yeah.
God bless football.
You knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
It, like you said, it was just a matter of time. And now we have seen that Michael Penix Jr. is Michael Penis Jr.
Yeah.
Okay. My question is, and I feel like we talked about this when he was drafted too. High school must, like, I'm glad that he turned into like a world star athlete and got drafted, like, you know, in the first round.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he had to be, because everybody's going to be calling you Michael Penis Jr. Right.
Yeah.
And unless you're like this all-star athlete who's like, and it's a quarterback too. So it's like, yeah, I dare you to say Michael Penis. Now the opposing team probably did, but
yeah, I think I think it probably worked in his favor. You know, he's a quarterback. It really works against you if, you know, you're not cool. I think Michael Penix was cool, so I think it just made him cooler. You know what I mean? People used to call me Brandon Porno, and it's like Perna to Porno. It's not even like a good.
Not even that close.
It's like it's a reach, but it happened at both the schools I went to. It's like, okay, fine.
I just got grossy. You know, I'm just like, yeah, because I'm like, all right, guys,
it's gross.
Yeah, it was gross. It's not.
But I think Penix probably worked in his favor, especially as he probably got really good at football.
Probably.
Then you're like, yeah, it is Penix. Call me Michael Penis. Yeah,
that's it.
Exactly.
Ashley, very happy that it was a minor procedure and it was on his non-throwing hand. Yes, because that was a little scary. I mean, so what's going on with the Packers right now? There's a few things. One, they just had joint practice with the Colts because they're taking them on for the preseason game tomorrow. And the defense apparently dominated. But there's been a few consistent. Also, Lucas Van Ness apparently looked really good. Apparently, it looks like
monster, huh?
This is a make or break year for him, in which like he has to develop into some kind. I mean, he's a first round overall pick, so like we gotta figure that out. And he's going into his 3rd year. But the person that's been impressing, Matthew Golden.
Stay golden.
Matthew Golden has been looking real good. And thank God, because again, all our other wide receivers are dealing with an injury issue. Jaden Reed was in a walking boot. He strained his foot/ankle. He's going to be ready for week 1 though. So that looks good. He was doing push-ups with like one leg tucked over the other during practice. So he's going to be okay. Romeo Doubs, he's dealing with an issue, but Matt LaFleur said that was a minor issue as well. What we saw on the last preseason game, the first one against the Jets, it was a little maddening. You had some receivers dropping balls, and this had been an issue. And it was like, okay, you know, the big one was from Romeo Doubs. Malik Heath, I don't know if he's going to make the team, to be honest with you. Also, Savion Williams, I think, is dealing with missed the first preseason game too. So like there are a few question marks going on with the Packers right this second, but I'm also not panicking because it's week 2 of the preseason. I feel like that's kind of where I'm at, that everything that, unless it's a significant injury, I'm kind of taking it with a grain of salt. You know, the Packers usually start a little bit slow anyway. And they're going to get tested right away, you know, week 1 against the Lions. So they better learn how to catch before then. And if not, then every single ball gets thrown to Matthew Golden. And that's it. Oh yeah, no, yeah, Justin, we saw
Michael Penis Jr.
Also, what do you want to talk about first? Do you want to talk about 2 wide receivers getting different punishments for the things that they have done? Do you want to talk about the NFLPA putting one of their top lawyers on paid leave after they had accusations of like bullying and just being a crappy person overall? Do we want to, where do we want to go?
Good question.
We can talk about Jordan Addison and Rashee Rice.
Yeah, there's some differences there, I guess.
Stafford's working out tomorrow too with his back, so that is a good thing.
Let me bring up a screen here to help us.
Because his back, he's been dealing with, what was it? Do you have a disc issue in his back?
Who?
Stafford. Because he's working out finally tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got a 38-year-old man issue in his back.
That's fair.
That's
that's very fair.
That back is not getting better, guys.
Yeah.
He's just going to have to fucking play through it. That's what Stafford's doing. Till he retires. That back is going to get hurt.
Excellent.
Here we go.
Well, which one you pull it up? Oh, listen, that's what this fridge is full of right now. Some good old spotted cow. Excellent.
Yeah, thank you, Danny, for sending me the Born on the 4th of July clip that I smashed with the Michael Penix.
It's true. No.
Up there. All right, so you had Jordan Addison, who had a DUI, right? Yep. He's going to be suspended the first 3 games of the season. The NFL handled that situation very quickly. Rashee Rice, of course, was driving like an asshole, crashed his car like an asshole, fled the scene like an asshole. And did I mention he was acting like an asshole there?
I don't think you did.
Okay. Just want to be clear. That's what he was doing.
Got it.
Pled guilty or took a lesser charge. Whatever. I forget exactly. I did video on it. I can't even remember. But found guilty. Going to do 30 days in jail. Got probation. The legal process has played out just like the Jordan Addison court case had played out.
Sure.
But then we learned, and both those things happened same day. July 17th was the conclusion of both those cases. And then Schefter tweeted that Rashee Rice's disciplinary hearing is not going to happen until September 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So, no punishment for him until the 30th. And everybody's like, wait, whoa, that's weird. Able to figure it out for Jordan Addison, but not Rashee Rice.
Sure.
And we've got video of what happened with Rice. The legal process is played out. Like, they're going to let they need him in there for those big games, those primetime games, the home opener, all these special things. Well, this is supposedly why they're waiting. Rashee Rice, the league and the player and the union. Cool. The union's not in shambles right now.
No, the union's doing super well.
They discussed discipline, couldn't reach an agreement. So the case will be heard by Sue Robinson, who oversaw the Deshaun Watson disciplinary hearing in 2022. And that the date's on the 30th because that's what fits Sue's schedule. So that's supposedly why this is going till then, because it's got to be heard by like a third party or some shit.
I mean, he's going to get suspended for...
It's going to be longer. If it's not longer than 3 games, then we can definitely put on the tinfoil hats.
Yeah, because this makes sense, like this context of like, okay, yeah, literally has to fit within the court schedule.
Sure.
At the same time, yeah, I think it's going to come down to the punishment and how people are going to react to that. Because the Chiefs obviously have like a little bit of a tough opener in the beginning, and people were like, oh, well, of course, is the Chiefs getting favoritism. But having this context is helpful. But I have to imagine it's going to be 4 to 6, right?
I think it should be 6. I think it should be 100.
I mean, you're going to say I think it should be 3 seasons.
I think he should have to go play in the UFL for 17 years.
That's it.
And the Chiefs have to pay him, and it has to count towards the Chiefs' salary cap.
Okay,
and they have to pay him as a top 5 receiver every single year.
Well, congratulations on the birth of your second son.
Wow.
Aries and Ronan, those are badass names. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Like those are pretty good. Those are pretty great names.
Yeah. I will say after the initial first 24 hours of the car wreck and everything with Rice, like everything after that, he handled the right way. Doesn't make up for what he did, but like, you've seen a lot of situations where, maybe guys don't take accountability for what they did, and he definitely did not in that first 24 hours. But everything since then, he's done the right way. And I think like if he gets a lesser than 6-game suspension, that's probably why. So there you go, Chiefs fans. That's me being very neutral towards you.
How was it? How'd that feel?
So made me want to vomit and piss out my ass at the same time.
Nate Hobbs has been doing well in practice too, and then he went low on a hit, and people were like, I don't know about that, but he's been playing really well. Dude, if he stays healthy,
dude, I hope Nate Hobbs plays well for you guys again. And we just like, damn, it was the Raiders who almost ruined him.
Oh boy, there's so much, JJ, because Perna did a whole video on this about the act. I mean, I'm going to be honest with Perna, I didn't watch it. I'm sorry. I haven't had time to watch anything. And we also don't really watch each other's content anyway. But that all being said, I would assume that the end theme was, this is not great. Am I correct with that conclusion?
Well, I have some cautious optimism about a few things.
You said in reinvesting in some of the shows, right? And like potentially bringing those back to, prominence.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to mess with Red Zone, at least for right now. And everybody like complaining about the commercials in Red Zone, like they're forgetting that the NFL was the one who did that last year.
Yeah.
Wasn't ESPN, right? I think they'll leave Red Zone alone because it works. And a reason I believe that is because they've left McAfee alone, right? Like everybody was like, they're going to neuter that show, and they've let them do their thing. My real concern is once this becomes a success, and I was like, in 4 to 5 years, or maybe even longer, it's like ESPN's going to monopolize the entire sports space.
Yes.
And I was like, Disney already owns Fox. And that's like, you know what I mean? And they left the Fox like television network. The TV part is like a separate thing. I think like allowed to function on its own, but they own like Fox Studios. And I swear it was like a few days after that, there was like something about Disney and Fox and another acquisition they did within that. And I was like, oh God. But like, that's my fear. It's like, once they've shown that
it's a monopoly.
It's working. Everything's fine. That's when they're going to get us.
Well, it's also like, you want to talk about conflicts of interest, right? And I think it was a Pro Football Talk. I saw randomly that they were saying like, 20th Century Fox. Disney does not own Fox.
But it's like they're still tied together.
You're talking about the movie company, like it makes Avatar and stuff.
But I mean, 20th Century Fox that has The Simpsons, that has Fox products. It's a precursor to just being like, now we own all of Fox because we're Disney and we're big enough to.
Because they own ABC, and obviously ESPN. I mean, that's the problem. See, like you have Disney's purchasing power behind it, which is already a behemoth, right? That is Disney. I think it's just, this does not quiet any conflict of interest talks that are going to continue, right? And even though ESPN Bet, is that Pitt who is running that, and they're licensing the name ESPN Bet, if I'm not mistaken, if I understand that correctly?
Yeah, I forget.
But again, like the journalism that goes behind it and covering the league, like there's just, it's muddying the waters a lot. And I think in terms of what this is going to look like in the next 4 to 5 years, I don't have as much optimism, because I think that they're just going to start bleeding things for money. So I'm concerned about that. The WWE stuff, let me put it this way. I sure as hell am not paying $30 a month for 5 match cards. That's not happening.
Yeah, but like if you already have ESPN, you don't have to pay.
Correct. So as a cable person, so answering that second question, I prefer cable. Like the only reason I still have cable is because of the NFL, right? Because there's so many games that are going to be on there, whether it's ESPN or NFL Network or what have you. And when you're streaming the games, I need it to be with the least amount of delay possible. And cable usually is what is going to give you that. With streaming, it's based on your internet speed. It's based on, X, Y, and Z. And so those variables are out of my control. So yeah, I prefer cable.
Already part of your, like the thing you're paying for.
Correct.
You'll have those at least for now. Could that change? Sure. And the thing I saw was Fox and Disney joined forces to bundle new ESPN and Fox One streaming services. So if you don't think those things can and will be linked up for their benefit.
Okay,
like,
so you're saying Fox 1. Got it.
Yeah. So it's like,
I'll let other people get the burgers, but yes, Brewers winning 12 in a row. Sorry, continue.
But it was no, you're right. It's a lot. But the other thing we complained about is like all this shit being in too many different places.
Dude, I asked Roger Goodell about that. Like, we did that fan of the year, like, webcam thing or whatever, and they were like, we'll take questions. And I was like, okay. I was like, how do you balance accessibility for your fans and also making a profit when you're going to all these different streaming services? I mean, you're seeing the games are getting more spread out in more places, right? It's on Netflix, it's on Peacock, it's on Amazon. You know, YouTube, at least it's going to be free, you know, in September when they're doing that. Like, that is a nice perk. But yeah, man, it's you now have to pay a crap ton of money to try and get every single game, and like ESPN Plus, right? Like, that's another one that you have to get. So it's frustrating because it's all in different places, and that's just Goodell's answer, by the way, from 2 years ago now, was we're going where the fans are, and I was like, okay. Like, I don't doubt that there's a lot of people who are streaming, but at the same time, it just makes it more difficult because it's not one place.
Yeah. The other thing too, and I didn't touch on this in the episode.
Food was great, actually.
With the ESPN acquiring the NFL Network, and they now have, I think, more rights to the NFL library, right? So if you're ESPN and now you can just use your NFL films footage, you can use these things really at your will. You can you have a easier path to create better content.
Absolutely.
Will they do it? Who knows? But like, there is an opportunity there, and what was apparent from the NFL networks, this is why like the actual optimism is there. The NFL gave up on the NFL Network, in my opinion, over the last couple of years. They were not
investing in it. Yes, I agree.
New money into it. They made the big move to LA, and then they're just like, you know what? We're cutting people, we're getting rid of people, and everything's just going to stay the same because they knew they had this merger coming on. And it felt like they were just kind of in this like holding period. So shows that I like Good Morning Football just got worse over the last 2 years, and they weren't investing in it.
You want to talk about conflicts of interest? The NFL media building that's in LA, that is right across from SoFi, that land that it's on is owned by Stan Kroenke. Like, he is their landlord. So
I thought you were going to say is cursed, but
no, well, that too. But yeah, like there's conflicts of interest all over the place. Because that's just unfortunately the world that we live in. But yeah, for the media part, Red Zone already, like with the ads, I think is the reason why I was annoyed about the ads is because that was already a separate thing that you had to pay for.
Yeah.
Like, that was like, okay, you want to get this, like, this is an additional package that you have to get to go and get Red Zone and network and stuff. It's like the sports package on a lot of like the cable things. It's like $30 a month, what have you. So the fact that they were throwing more ads in there was just annoying, because it's like, okay, the only reason you're doing this is for greed because you need to make more money. And I don't think that is going to be going away. Maybe it stays the same for a season or two, but I think as time goes on, they're just going to try and make it more and more profitable. And that's my concern, because it's going to be potentially ruining a product for money. At the same time, McAfee's doing very well. ESPN's getting great numbers and all that great stuff. But at the same time, if they don't invest in their shows and they continue to just funnel money to a couple of people and that's it, and they are just trying to bleed as much cash as they can, I feel like that is just going to continue this exodus of people leaving the traditional sports media space. And whether it's going to be coming on YouTube or whether it's going to be just finding different mediums, that's going to be the outcome. The only problem is like, you and I can't compete with ESPN. You know what I mean?
I do every day. And I lose every day.
Every day we lose. But it's just
kicked in the butt every day.
That's right, maybe. But that's the ultimate, like, you don't have the resources and the funding to back, and make the same level. I mean, hell, dude, even just us getting footage is a nightmare, right? But at the same time, I think just we've been able to be creative for a decade plus in doing what we do. So I don't know. Hopefully it creates cooler stuff.
If it gets too competitive, That's Good Sports is just moving straight to OnlyFans.
There you go. That's true, KJ. That's true.
You heard it here first.
Okay. And then you really do the Perna porno thing.
Yeah. Then you
and it comes full circle. Your bully's going to reach out to you and be like, we're right.
Yeah. It wasn't even bullying. That was like my friends calling me that.
Oh, okay.
What up, porno? That's all like 15-year-old boys to me.
Honestly, it's not wrong. It's not. You're not far off. It's fine. Hey, let's go. We're gonna go get it. We're gonna go get it. Yeah, let's talk about the NFLPA real quick. I put that article in here. If you want,
I couldn't even read it. I was like, I can't stand another NFLPA thing. I can't.
Or pause. Happy almost birthday. And yeah, the back pain it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Yeah. So
get a bike. 4 pause. Bike's the only thing that's helped my back.
You were saying that it's helped a lot.
Yeah.
I brought the bike here, so I'm gonna hopefully get on that thing again. We'll see. I mean, calculus, obviously. So, you want to pull this up, or do you want me to grab it? You usually take control over.
You got the link. I got it.
Yeah, I threw it in the.
I got a third monitor going here.
Oh, you finally went with number 3, dude! Yeah. It's a game changer.
It's not completely. The layout's not right yet.
No, mine are 3 different size monitors. I got them on sale over the years, and I just put them together.
Yeah, mine are 3 different sizes, 3 different brands. Third one's super high, but like I'm gonna dial it in.
Yep. No, I got 2 Dells and an HP. Why those?
I'm getting a matching Dell. I got the first Dell to make sure it worked because I bought this stand and it wouldn't connect to 2 monitors I had because both the monitors are fucking dumb. So I was like, let me get this Dell. I think this will work. And so now I got to get the second Dell to make it right.
That's right.
Now you guys, that's what you want to hear about my monitor situation, huh?
That's why we really tuned into GPS. They're like, what's your monitor?
Tom and Brandon were gone for 2 weeks and they came back and talked about monitor setups.
Oh, and that's the thing too, right? Like, because this is with like the sports gambling stuff too. Like, there's so much overlap that it just leads to more scrutiny. And like when you're muddying the waters like that, like, yeah, you're gonna get more people who are gonna be like, there's the potential for people to do the wrong thing. And when you increase that potential, what was that? And I apologize that I do not know his name. This was like a year or 2 ago. I watched on Netflix that documentary on the NBA ref who did the gambling stuff.
Yeah. I forget that guy's name.
Yeah. So the point that I'm making with that, and I'm not even implying that's what the NFL is doing, but more so it's
Tim Donaghy.
That's the
Donaghy.
one. Thank you.
Yeah.
When you increase the potential and the reward for people to do the wrong thing, shockingly, more people might decide to do the wrong thing. And so like that's where I don't see why this is my optimism is pretty low. So we'll see. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
I want all NFL games streaming on DraftKings or FanDuel. I want that to be the only places you can watch NFL football. There, I said it. Said it.
French, actually, so that's a really good point because there kind of has been this reverse that has happened because international fans used to not be able to get like any football, whether it was like they got their news like a week later or it was impossible to stream games and get games. And now they've made it more accessible because you could usually just go to like one place. And whether you're in Germany, whether you're in the UK, whether you're in Canada, like you can go get it from one-stop shopping. That is not the case down here. Here, you need to have a bunch of different products to go and see every single game, which is not the best. Oh yeah, Perna, why can't we just do this?
What?
Why can't we just bring Taylor Swift on and get like 1.2 million concurrent viewers?
I know. It's like we need to form you and I need a dating relationship with a superstar.
Okay.
because that's how you get them on your show. You got to be their boyfriend or girlfriend.
See, I think that there's another way.
Okay. I don't think so.
No, I think
Travis Kelce
way.
showed us there's one way to do it, and you got to date them.
Listen. Removing the dating aspect.
Okay.
If you instill a make or break work ethic into Carmi and she becomes a superstar, and then in 20 years, she can come on the show because we got to wait, until
we'll be dying in 20 years.
We'll be dying, but we'll have that one really good episode.
Look at these two idiots. They still think people want to watch them.
All right, guys. Oh man, we
will
should
actually
do that.
be my voice by then.
If I'm not dead by 45 from a stress-induced heart attack, we should definitely get the gang back together when we're like 70 years old and do an episode.
It's Clonk Bay Clarts.
Yep.
Who's gonna shit in their depends first? Probably Adam, because he's the oldest.
Yeah, probably. It might be. Oh, yeah. So sorry, Miami. We went to go talk about the NFLPA, and now we're just getting distracted. But yes, Dolphins, man, thank God Chop Robinson's not significantly hurt, because it really feels like every other day I'm reading a headline of like, oh, he's out for the season. It's tough, man. Mike McDaniel, looks like he has aged like 25 years being the head coach of the Dolphins. I mean that with all the love and respect. My man looks stressed. He looks tired.
Yeah.
He looks like a tired. Okay, so don't worry. One of their top lawyers for the NFLPA, who has been under no scrutiny at all this season, they've been totally fine. They have put one of their top lawyers on paid leave. Yes, I know the big concern was, will she still get paid? Yes, thankfully. So there's been allegations, right, that there's been issues. Hold on real quick. If you scroll back up for a second. There we go. And now up a tiny bit, a smidge. There we go. A little bit there. Top lawyers on paid administrative leave because multiple employees filed complaints with the union's HR department. 5 sources told them, and it was allegations of bullying colleagues and disrupting the union's work environment.
Is Richie Incognito the head of the NFLPA?
Maybe, potentially. I'm sorry, Rube. That's a great profile pic, by the way. Vegeta all the way. McPhee did not return phone or text messages from ESPN on Thursdays. Okay, so they didn't talk about that. The allegations helped prompt federal investigation into financial dealings at the NFLPA and Major League Baseball Association, their $2 billion licensing company. Yeah, I feel like this is unfortunately the NFL. It's like you said, the NFLPA can't get out of the news, and it's all for terrible reasons. And this, I feel like having a strong union now more than ever is like you need it, especially with the CBA. The NFL really wants to make it to 18 games. Like they're going to try to do it before the next CBA. Like they really need some actual representation because otherwise it's not going to go well for players.
If you're watching Roger Goodell and you want a union buster, right here, baby. Let me come bust up some unions for you. I will keep this locomotive powering forward and make sure we get exactly what we want. If you can't beat them, join them.
Yes, Gav, I hear you. I would assume you said 40 and not 4. I mean, if that stuff happened at 4, that you need a knee surgery and elbow surgery, I'd be like, man, first of all, how are you on the internet? Especially with this YouTube age verification thing now. But also.
Yeah, I'm ready to bust up some unions, Roger. Let's
thoughts on JJ? A lot of potential. He's got lots of potential. I just need to see him play like in actual NFL games.
Yeah. So, a little underwhelming in his debut back. That's it. But I think we have a little bit higher expectations for him, even though he only played in one preseason game last year.
They have the Vikings have an insane supporting cast. Like their roster, I think, is super strong.
It's gonna take
defense
time.
is obviously there's some questions with their secondary, but their offensive line getting better. I like what they did in the trenches in this offseason. Like I think that they're going to have a good, strong run game. They obviously have the receivers.
Look,
so he's going to be given every
missing
opportunity.
a whole year with an injury is not a good thing.
No,
it's not going to put him ahead of where he would have been, and I think we're going to have to be a little patient with JJ. That's my prediction.
Oh,
I think
no, as soon as that season starts,
fine, but I think need some patience.
No,
need a little patience.
Are you kidding me? They're the Monday night game against the Bears, the opening Monday night football game. The first throw, JJ McCarthy, if it's not a touchdown, bust.
Well, luckily, He's got Caleb Williams on the other side, who I think we're going to even need more patience with. We're going to need more patience with Caleb.
We'll see. I mean, both have I think Caleb has a lot more pressure on him than JJ McCarthy does, and rightfully so, because it's not make or break time, but like you got to see it from Caleb.
Yeah.
So,
and like the negative spin on Caleb Williams coming out of like all the Bears training camp stuff it's
so weird, man.
It's at like levels I haven't seen for a while.
It's like he missed the net. Like I saw, like, and that's the thing that went viral. And I was like,
yeah,
guys,
but it's
like,
fair.
Even as a Packers fan,
that is pretty fucking hard to do.
Yeah, I would say so.
No,
it's a lie that you're winning the Super Bowl. I think that they're going to be contending for the South, but then again, they were contending for the South last year, and then they blew it. So
here's why I think with Caleb, it's going to take a while.
Who?
And
Caleb?
Sean Payton, very difficult offense, right? Last year with Bo Nix, it took a month before he looked competent, and it took like 2/3 of the season before it felt like Bo started to feel comfortable there. Ben Johnson runs an incredibly complex offense. Caleb's learning all of that from scratch.
It is, Wesley.
And I think, yes, Caleb has all the tools, but like it's going to be a while before I think he feels remotely comfortable running Ben Johnson's offense there. So
it's a huge shift. Like,
yeah. I think like JJ and Kevin I think like JJ's got, and I every offense is complex, but I think like JJ being there last year, and even though he wasn't playing, just knowing the terminology, knowing the guys there, like he's got a better starting point this season than Caleb, even with the injury. But
yeah,
yeah,
that's fair. Oh my God, yeah,
perfect. Yes, thank you.
Cleveland Browns, man. Holy! First of all, I'm so happy that Shedeur Sanders looked good in his first preseason game, because I hope he does well. Also, the amount of people that still think that I'm related to Tony Grossi, I am not. I am not related to that reporter.
Why are you and your uncle talking so much shit about?
I do not know that man. I have
huh?
never met that man. That was my first Twitter like thing in my bio, is like not related to Tony Grossi, because I know how much Browns fans hate that man. So yeah, it sucks, man. Joe Flacco's like the healthiest quarterback that they have. Like, what are you gonna do, man?
What sucks about that is, okay, so I did the live stream Wednesday morning, and I talked a lot about like, this is nice for the Browns. They can feel optimistic about Shedeur Sanders. He's gonna play again this weekend. That's the best case scenario for him. It's like 30 minutes after that show ends, Shedeur injures oblique at practice. I'm like, oh, God dang it. They had basically, the Browns are kind of in a similar situation where like the Vikings watched JJ McCarthy in the preseason last year, and Vikings fans were like, okay, we got a dude maybe.
Yeah.
And Shedeur, I don't even think he played as well as JJ did last year, but they're like, okay, maybe maybe he is better than a 5th round quarterback in the draft. And it's not a season-ending injury. He's just not going to play this week.
Yes.
But it is a little concerning that the 3 young quarterbacks on the Browns roster basically can't even make it through training camp. These are not injuries that are happening because of like hits. These are guys just running around and throwing footballs.
It's getting into football shape, dude.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm still okay. And the hype around Shedeur is real. Their preseason game was like one of the most watched preseason games.
Yeah.
He got a ton of, he gets way more hate than he deserves, but he got a lot of praise and credit for just playing very average football. So the Browns are going to be a spectacle until otherwise noted.
Yeah. I feel like right now, just with Caleb, and you don't know about JJ, so I feel like Love might have a higher ceiling because he's younger than Goff, but I feel like Goff and Love are right there. So, and then it's Mahomes and
I think it's Bo Nix.
I don't think so.
I'd go Bo Nix,
personally.
Geno Smith, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert.
Oh, dude, listen, when the Lions and Bears play this season, going to be fun. That is going to be a lot of fun. The NFC North is going to be a fun time. Unless the Packers don't do well, then it's not going to be a fun time. Dude, I will say real quick, I was nervous, right? Think about it from my perspective. I moved here a week ago, this past Sunday. I move here, first preseason game for the Packers. They get blown out. Okay, it's just preseason. No big deal, right? Move to Wisconsin. But then I go to the Brewers game where they're on like this 10-game win streak when I'm about to go. And I'm like, if they lose the first Brewers game that I go to in Wisconsin, it's going to be, I'm going to have to pack up and go back. So thankfully, they won.
You just buy a houseboat and you live on the lake.
Yeah. Thankfully, 14.
You're not in Wisconsin. You're just...
Josh, I will always agree with Arizona being the dark horse, except I'm not going to lie. Kyler Murray did me no favors with that interception. Good God, man. When he threw it right to the opposing team.
It was so funny.
I was like, that is...
Like, Kyler, no. You can't even start the sleeper talk.
I can't even. Yeah, they're still sleeping. So Denver, again, their defense, if their defense is like a top 5 unit this year.
It won't be. The Cardinals defense, top 5?
The Broncos.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Broncos going to be top 2.
No, the Cardinals should definitely be improved. I like what they did on defense, and if their pass rush can be better, like they should be pretty solid. I also love Max Melton forever. Not as good as Bo Melton, CB1, but
yeah. And I like
a little soft.
We joked about it. Like Tom's gonna pick Arizona as a sleeper team, and this is gonna happen for the next 20 years. And I don't think they're ever going to live up to the hype.
I'm going to say if they don't make it to the playoffs this year, then like I can't with you anymore, Kyler Murray. But I feel like that's also where Cardinals fans are, right? Like the ceiling for Kyler, and it's like, okay, now we got to put it all together and see like how far you could actually go. And
this is Gannon's 3rd season with the team. Jonathan Gannon.
It was after.
This is heading into season 3.
Yeah, I think it's heading into season 3 because it was after the Eagles lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So this is a big year for Gannon. I think it's a big year how you think of Kyler Murray as your quarterback.
Appreciate you, Sammy.
But
I don't think so, Perna. Do we still have that promo code?
No, they didn't come back. And
I don't know why.
I love my bidet, man. I think I said this. The thing I miss the most on vacation is my freaking bidet.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna install one upstairs.
Yeah, it is just.
It's gonna be worth it.
It has saved so
Joe
much.
Joe Flacco just being the one to out. He literally is playing Survivor. He's outwitting, outlasting. That's.
Yeah. I hope Flacco just lights it up this year. I'm rooting for Flacco. I'm actually rooting for Rodgers, the Steelers. I want the old men to go out on a high note. Do I think they will?
I don't know. Why are no one talking about the Jets being a sneaky good team? Because it was one
Fields.
It's one. I say like Fields looked good against the Packers. Like he 100. That's his first win at Lambeau. He deserves credit for that. Yeah. It is preseason, but I feel like they have the right coach. Like Aaron Glenn, I think while they are unfortunately rebuilding yet again, I feel like they're doing it the right way. Yeah. So I think there's more optimism for the future. And like, I just think they're kind of a middle of the road team this year.
Yeah. So. And you know, I think too, because I think like the Cardinals, I think people are just tired of waiting for the Jets to be good.
I think Jets fans are tired of waiting for their team to be good.
It's like the Jets are a team that you can talk about a lot of the things being there. Right, you've got Sauce on defense. You got Garrett Wilson. If they just let Justin Fields do the things he does well, then sure. And Aaron Glenn, yes, but they got to fucking play and prove it. Like, just be good. Have a winning record. Don't look like you're just being carried by one side of the football like they were by their defense when they had Zach Wilson. Just win some games, and then I think the Jets, they've got to earn that right. And also they're a New York team, so they get so much coverage anyway. I think people are just like, fuck them, we're sick of it. That's why.
It's fair, because I think also like last year I was super high on the Jets because I was like, okay, Aaron Rodgers finally healthy now, they were awful.
So
Yeah.
And I want the Jets to get into the playoffs. Their streak every year. I don't want to see it extended. Win a playoff game, New York.
Yeah. Wild card.
Beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, New York.
The
Jets bounced the Chiefs from the wild card round. That would be the most shocking headline we could have come up with.
Oh, all got bidets for Christmas. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was never a bidet guy. When we went to Japan, it was a whole new world. I walked in and the toilet greeted me. Like it made a noise and it like opened the lid and I was like, is this the future?
Yeah.
And I didn't know. It wasn't cold either. I feel like there's a difference. You have it just cold, right? It wakes you up in the morning when it.
Yeah. I didn't want to splurge on the one with the heater.
They could.
You can get heating.
They could. That secondary, that pass rush. If Abdul Carter's that guy, watch out.
Who has a better record, Giants or Jets?
Ooh. I feel like the Jets have an opportunity just because they're in an easier division.
It's so funny they're being led by Wilson and Fields, too.
Yeah. I don't know.
I hope we see Jackson Dart.
I think they do.
Soon for the Giants.
I think they do. Yeah, cold waters. Listen, that puts some hair on your chest in the morning. He's like, woo!
Maybe I shouldn't be using it. What takes hair off your chest?
Nair.
Oh, I remember Nair.
Remember Nair?
Yeah. I used that to get my nipple hair off my body when I was a teenager.
Got a lot of nipple hair?
My chest hair started growing around my nipples first. It was very embarrassing.
Oh, that's where it started?
It's literally, my chest hair started growing around my nipples first. And I was like 12 too. 13. Most kids were growing tall. I was growing nipple hair like a fucking man.
Well, that's
and then finally it started coming in the middle, but like
I have a patch. It's like a landing strip that's here.
Yeah.
Because you have a hairy chest. Yeah. It's just running down here. That's about it.
I've got a hairy everything.
How does Mike? Because listen, if Mike Vrabel should be punching players in the face. Like if there's a fight, not unprompted, but Vrabel's just like, I'm still a player. I'm going to get in there. I'd be terrified if Mike Vrabel was running towards me, even if I had pads on. So I'm just saying.
Yes. Your neighbors needed to hear that.
Yep. The clip is fine, and then
don't worry, we'll get an alt version with the "get your hands off my penis" too.
That's what we need.
Yeah,
that's what we need. That's it. 12-5. If Drake May's the guy, they could be fun. If Drake May's the guy, that's what we got to figure out. So that's I asked Tom to see his hairy patch. I mean, I literally danced shirtless for like an hour on clickbait, but I mean.
Show us the patch.
It runs right here. It's a little
that's pretty normal though.
Yeah, it's just like a patch here. Yeah. So I mean, listen, we were both shirtless a few months ago for charity when we were doing the Millie stream.
That's right.
That was cold.
They had a lot of words throughout practice, so I gave my words and just went a little bit too far.
Don't say penis in this house! Penis! Penis! Big fucking erect penis, Mom! Penis!
It's the delivery that really does it.
Just went a little bit too far.
No problem.
That's Tom Cruise's best performance, too.
I really think it is. Some people say Vanilla Sky, Mission Impossible. No.
Yeah. Or who was his character in Tropic Thunder?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
It wasn't Lars. Oh, my God. What was his name?
Yeah.
Holy. We watched it. Oh, my God.
Can't remember.
I don't remember his name. What was his character's name in Tropic Thunder? The chat will know.
Somebody will get it.
Les Grossman. Thank you,
Lex
Sappy.
Grossman.
Yes.
Les Grossman?
Les Grossman. Dude,
Lex
that was...
Les.
That... Oh, what a time. I'm so glad we're back. And this ended in true GPS fashion as well, as we talked about wieners and Tom Cruise and landing strips. I mean, what else could you ask for? Perna, what do you got coming out today, buddy?
maybe a short, but Johnny and I are working on the 2024 full season recap to prepare you for 2025. So
all right, I like it.
That'll be up tomorrow.
Is it going to be like if the 2024 NFL season was a movie? Remember those videos?
No, it's just
I remember those.
We did like 3 of those.
Yep.
And they didn't take off.
No. I get that.
No, it's just like everything you need to really remember. It's gonna be like a 40-minute video. So
yeah,
that's why I'm helping Johnny. I was like, oh fuck, I made this too long.
It'll be up after preseason. It's either the week of the season or the week before. Yeah, give me some time. I still gotta install lights. I gotta make this less echoey. I have a cajillion things to do. So, and I'm going to Green Bay next week. So at the end of the week. So
cajillion. That's not even a real number.
Yeah, trust me, I know. Tonight, Friday night Q&A. First one in the new place.
First one in the new place.
Returns.
Do it from the pool.
I'd have to set that. I don't know how I would set that up. So it's real quick.
Just be with a cigar and a drink, real casual.
I had the pool guy came out yesterday because I don't know what I'm doing. Let me be very clear. I've never owned a pool. This is my first time with air conditioning. Like this, it's a whole new world here for Tom Grossi. So he's like, "Do you know how to test it?" And I was like, "I looked up a YouTube video." And so he's like, "All right, there's like no chlorine in here." And I was like, "That's not good, right?" And he's like, "It's not good." So the pool was fine, but we added the things, and I had been swimming in it, and my skin hadn't burned off, so I figured it was fine.
No, you're good.
I figured it was fine.
Just water.
So we'll make it work. So, well, folks, we'll be back on Monday. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, pool maintenance is not a joke. So it's gonna be fun to do.
When do you go to Green Bay?
What'd you say?
What day? When are you gonna be in Green Bay?
I think I'm gonna head up there I'll still be here Monday and Wednesday. So I'll just miss Fridays unless I I might drive back. I don't know what my schedule is. I just had to
nice. You can just drive back if you want.
What'd you say?
I said it's nice. You can just drive back if you want.
Yeah, it's a 90-minute ride, like one way, but
easy.
Honestly, it's better than 16 hours. So
yeah.
But folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Pernda. I'll see you tonight. This is GPS, and you have been navigated. Hire Perna as my pool boy.
Ooh, dude.
Ooh.
All right. I will be a full-time pool boy.
All right. I'm going to pay you $8 an hour.
That seems a little high.
You work 3 hours a week.
I'll do it for $7.50.
Got it. Done.